It's spring. I'm 8 years old. One day, Dr. Sanders comes to the house with his black bag, and the door to my parents' bedroom is shut. Dad tells me to stay upstairs in my room. People are hurrying around downstairs, and I hear my mother cry out. I do what Dad said and sit at my little desk, not moving a muscle, as if the chair has hold of me. When I can't sit that still any longer, I get a pencil and paper. I stare out the window and draw its frame and the scraggly little tree by the sidewalk and the angles of the houses across the street, the same shapes, over and over. After a long while, I hear footsteps coming down the hall. My heart jumps. Dad opens my bedroom door. The lines at the corners of his eyes stand out, and his shoulders have the same tired slump they do every afternoon when he gets home from work. He isn't smiling. Nikki, come on and meet your little brother. My little brother. I could have run clattering down the stairs the way I do when it snows, but Dad's face tells me I need to be quiet. Still, my feet are too slow, and I wish I could fly. They show me the baby, wrapped in a blanket the same color as the sky outside. I can only see a tiny red face peeking out, eyes squinched shut, and hands with the littlest fingers you ever saw. My mother's face is tired too, flushed, her dark hair tangled and sticking to her neck with sweat. She tells me, "This is Charlie." The baby opens his mouth in a yawn, and I catch my breath. My brother. Something swells up inside me like a balloon in my chest, and I'm so happy that I can only sit very still and feel the happiness sparkling all over me like sunshine. Within the next day or two, though, I see that no one else feels the way I do. Dad says my mother and the baby are both fine, but I still can't find his smile. His face has the same look in it I've seen when his back hurts. When I go into my parents' room to see my brother, my mother lifts the bundle as if its weight drags at her. I ask if I can hold him. "Not yet," she says. "He's too little." One afternoon in the kitchen, I finally ask Dad, "Is something the matter with him?" The thought scares me so much I can barely push the words out. Dad looks at me as if he's trying to decide something. He touches my face. "Come along in." I follow him into the bedroom. My mother is sitting up in bed holding the bundle. She looks more like herself now, her nightgown fresh and neat, her hair in a single braid over her shoulder. Dad says to her, "Moll, Nikki should know." Her mouth sets in a line. He's a child. He doesn't need to know. He will anyway soon enough. We're not going to hide the poor boy. The air in the room closes like a fist around me. It feels icy cold, even though the open bedroom window lets in a warm breeze. What poor boy do they mean? Hide him, why? My mother and father face one another. Neither of them speaks a word, but talk is moving back and forth in the air between them. My mother sighs, as if all the air inside her ran out all at once, and holds the bundle out to Dad. Fine. Inside the blanket, my brother is sleeping. I sit down next to Dad on the edge of the mattress. Dad holds the bundle in the crook of his arm and gently unwraps it. At first, I don't know what I'm supposed to see. The baby has a diaper on, nothing else. I look at his chest, moving up and down, his hands curled into fists, his little round arms and legs. Everything looks the way I think a baby should. Dad reaches for Charlie's right foot and lifts it up. I see it now. The foot is curled funny, twisted, as if it's trying to burrow back into the blanket. I don't know what that means. "What's he doing?" I whisper. My mother clicks her tongue, a tired, impatient sound. Dad lowers the baby's foot again and wraps the blanket carefully back around him. Charlie doesn't stir. "It's called a clubfoot," Dad says quietly. "It means he's not built quite right." "Does it hurt?" "No." My mother says it will when he tries to walk, if he can. Something snags in my throat then. Dad says, "Moll," but I'm reaching for the bundle. "Can I say, please?" My mother doesn't say no this time. Dad settles the bundle in my arms, and I look down into my brother's face. "It'll hurt him to walk, if he can. But he has to walk. Don't you worry, Charlie," I tell him in my head, blinking away the stinging in my eyes. "You're going to walk and run, and we're going to play outside and everything." Over the next days, I hear my parents arguing. I hear something about surgery and risk, and my mother says, "He's much too small now. Besides, what if it makes him worse?" I keep thinking about that twisted little foot. It'll hurt when he tries to walk. 2 Saturday mornings after Charlie is born, I sit in the kitchen with Dad. My mother is asleep in the bedroom. Dad is cradling the baby against his chest, feeding him out of a bottle, and watching the little face as Charlie sucks down the milk. I think how Dad's eyes always look tired now. All of us are tired these days. Charlie has a good set of lungs on him, and uses them plenty. But I think how Dad used to be able to smile, even after the longest days in the factory. My eyes move to Charlie's bare feet, where they peek out under his white cotton shirt. The left foot looks just right, small and pink with tiny, perfect toes. The right foot looks as if somebody took it in their hard hand and squeezed it like an orange, and now it'll never uncurl. It's not fair. I could draw it better. In that moment, something shifts inside me. A long time later, I'll be able to describe it. A car getting into gear. I jump out of my chair. Dad says, "Did something bite you?" "No." I gasp out that one word and run out of the kitchen. I know exactly what to do, and I've got to do it right now. There's not a second to waste. I dash upstairs to my room, snatch a pencil and a piece of paper off my desk, and tear back down again. "Nikki!" For the first time in days, Dad looks like he's about to laugh. He pretends to scold instead. "You sound like an elephant, boy. What's gotten into you?" Even if I knew the right words, I couldn't take time to explain. I drop into my chair, smooth the paper out in front of me, and get a good grip on the pencil. This is so important my hand is shaking. I have to slow it down to get every line right. They do have to be right. I know that somehow. My eyes move from the paper to Charlie's right foot. I start to draw one line, then another. On the paper, the foot starts to take shape. It's the right size, all the toes in place, but now it's shaped and pointed like a foot should be. The paper is smooth and cool under my hand. The pencil scratches along as if it knows what to do on its own, even though my throat is so dry that it hurts to swallow and my heart bangs so loudly that I can't hear anything else. Finally, it doesn't take long, I finish. The paper shows a pencil drawing of a baby's healthy foot, with every line in place. I stare at what I drew, scared to look up because all of a sudden I know this was crazy. You can't fix anything this way. Then I hear my father gasp. "Nikki." I raise my head. My father's cradling Charlie, cupping the baby's right foot in his hand, the baby's healthy, perfectly shaped right foot. "Child." Dad's voice is raspy. He stares at me as if maybe I'm a creature from outer space that's crashed through the ceiling and landed in his kitchen. "What did you do?" I'm starting to shake again. I have to let go of the pencil. It clacks onto the table and rolls away toward the far edge. I don't know. My eyes are swimming, but I don't take them off my brother's feet. "I don't know. I just knew it would work, so I..." By all that's holy. I can't catch my breath anymore. Dad's chair scrapes against the floor as he slides it over next to mine. He puts his free arm around me and pulls me against him, so he's holding both of us, my brother and me. "Nikki, child." I hide against his shirt, pressing my face into the coarse, clean fabric, because I'm shaking so much, and how can this be real? How did it work? "Hush," he says, soothing me as if I were no bigger than Charlie. "That's my good boy. Hush now." That's the magic, the miracle. Or it would be, if it lasted.